So I say to him, oh, would you like, a book, How to Be Rich, right? And he says to me, like, really in shock and really like fearful, like I can see fear in his eyes, and he's like, no, I don't like these books. Money is evil. Hey guys, it's Greta bereisaite here, and for the best mindset and business advice, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload a new video every Friday. So today's topic is about money. Why some of us have a fear of money. Do we have money blocks, and what to do about it? So I wanted to start this video by sharing a story which actually happened to me yesterday. So when I go to my shop, right, there is a homeless guy sitting outside, and I do give him cash here and there, because the more you give, the more you receive. I really believe in that, and I believe actually the charity right now at this point, I believe that kind of giving it myself rather than signing up for something is just kind of, I like it when it's more real, when I give it from person to person, right? Anyway, so I sometimes give him some cash, and I do talk to him quite a lot as well. He's got a dog called Socks. His name is actually Anthony. He's quite cool. Anyway, so I see he's reading a book, and I'm like, oh, what you reading? And he shows me the book, and the book is about serial killers, and I'm like, okay, if that's your thing, that's your thing, I got nothing against it, like, just, do your thing. And when I said, do you like reading? And he's like, yeah, I love reading. That was kind of the only normal book available in the library, that's why I'm reading that. And I said, I have a book at home, I could bring it for you if you like. And he says, oh, what book it is? And I said, it's about rich mindset, how to be rich. Because me actually naively thinking, I was thinking, poor guy, I actually know his story. His whole family passed away from cancer. Anyway, that's a different story. Because we've been talking a lot, okay? And I was naively thinking that he got never educated on money. This is why he's poor and he's on the street, right? So I say to him, oh, would you like, a book, How to Be Rich, right? And he says to me, like, really in shock and really like fearful, like I can see fear in his eyes, and he's like, no, I don't like these books. Money is evil. This is what he says to me. And I didn't want to educate him and talk about it, because, like when somebody is like closed, it's a bit difficult. But I just basically said, well, if it's in good hands, it could give lots of good, and basically just closed it like that. But when I was walking home, I was thinking, well, it really makes sense why you're a beggar on a street, because you think money is evil. So if you think that money is evil, obviously you're not gonna have any money. In order to have money, you need to appreciate the money, you need to cherish the money, and you need to love money. So this is what today's topic is about, how to remove your money blocks and how to love money. So first, let's talk about why do we have fear of money. I remember when I was growing up, and I grew up in Lithuania, and Lithuania in the past was a while ago, long time ago, anyway, was a part of Soviet Union. So, but Lithuania on its own has got like its own culture, its own language, all of that. But basically, okay, forget that. But anyway, basically, it's quite corrupted. Eastern Europe on its own is quite corrupted. And when I was growing up, my dad used to tell me a lot, oh, people who have money usually work for mafia, or it's mafia and it's all about illegal stuff. This is how I grew up with this type of mindset, like if you have lots of money, it's because you got it illegally. And then my dad would look for reasons when somebody who's a billionaire or a millionaire, they would get caught or something, he would be like, you see, I told you he was doing something dodgy, and you see, I told you he was doing something dodgy. So it like he would kind of find these reasons why these people have money, so it all kind of made sense to us. So we thought, okay, people who have money, they are doing something dodgy on a side. The other belief that my dad was kind of implying to us was that he doesn't care about money. Money is not everything. Saying that, my dad was very successful in sports, he was a very professional athlete. However, when it comes to money and businesses, anyway, don't want to talk about it anymore, but you have an idea that these were the beliefs that I kind of grew up with. So these were my limiting beliefs. My mom was different, so I was surrounded with these beliefs, but I didn't pick them up as strongly as maybe others would. So how do we change that, right? How do we change these beliefs? With curiosity about money. With thinking like, if for example, if you live, it's kind of similar to, I kind of find it similar to racism, let's say, actually these limiting beliefs, because it's a limiting belief about money. So racism, I see it as a limiting belief as well. Like for example, if I am, if we never had like lots and lots of money and people are saying money is not good, you will have a limiting belief that money is not good, and you'll have actually a fear towards it, right? Because you never actually touched it that much. Everybody says that, so you're influenced by the society that it's evil, right? For example, if you are living in Lithuania, Lithuania is purely like, white people like me, basically, right? It's quite closed. A lot of older people still didn't travel much, and so we have a lot of Lithuanians, let's say, have limiting beliefs about other cultures. So they believe what society tells them to believe. So for example, if we're getting in the newsletters that, I don't know, Middle East is terrorists, a lot of people will be threatened by that and scared and have a fear and think like, oh my God, Middle East is terrorism, which is obviously nonsense. But if you're influenced by this a lot, you're gonna believe that, and especially if you have not experienced it yourself, right? So it's a limiting belief. So for me, the way I compare money is kind of similar to racism, as racism is just a limiting belief as well. So how do you get over racism? How do you get over your money limiting beliefs? By putting yourself out there. So if, for example, I come to live in London and I have, let's say, meet a girl who is from Middle East, and I see we bond, we click, we become besties, my limiting beliefs that, Middle East is terrorists is obviously gone, because I get to know the person. I'm like, oh my God, how dumb and horrible was I? How could I ever think like that? It's like, it's just stupid, right? If like the same is for someone else. For example, to remove your limiting beliefs about money, what you need to do, you need to educate yourself on it. You need to educate yourself financially. And once you educate yourself financially and understand how the whole money system works, your limiting beliefs will be gone. Same as if you educate yourself on Middle East, your limiting beliefs about that will be gone as well. So this is how you get rid of limiting beliefs. But guys, at the same time, not a lot of people are open to educate themselves. And I think this is a bigger problem rather than having a limiting belief. We all have many limiting beliefs, but not many of us are open to hear more or read more or change those limiting beliefs. Because if we are very stubborn and we think like, I'm the best, I'm right, blah blah blah, this is all right, it's very difficult to make that type of person to be open and learn how to educate themselves in a way that those limiting beliefs disappear. Another thing what helps for your limiting beliefs is affirmations. So if you think money is evil, money is bad, you're gonna be the one who doesn't have any money because you think it's evil. So money is not gonna stay there. As soon as you get some, you're gonna spend it, right? If you think that I love money, money is fantastic, you're gonna be the one who loves money, you know, who is taking care of money, who's thinking how to make more money, and money will stay around. So the other thing what helps is obviously affirmations. Affirmations are very good. I don't have a video yet for money affirmations. However, I'm sure you can find plenty of that on YouTube. I do have an affirmation video on about how to love yourself, and I will link it right here. Also, just another thing, guys, if you want to start a business but you have a limiting belief about money, your business is obviously not gonna make any money. But once you change your limiting belief and you want to start a business, I would recommend you to watch my video for business startups, which you can find just by following the link right here. So if you liked my video, please press like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you have any limiting beliefs about money, and what have you done about it? Also, I would really recommend you guys to invest in yourself and get my self-awareness, self-love package, for which I will give you a fantastic offer with 70% off in this video description just for this Black Friday. And my self-love package is about self-awareness, who you are, how to love yourself, how to become the best version of yourself, how to see your value, how to see your worth. It's about how to be disciplined with yourself, how to control yourself, and how to be the best version of yourself to live your ultimate happy life. And my self-love is coached through my own personal life examples and in a way that I have done it, because obviously I was not born this way either. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you would like some one-on-one or business coaching, please get in touch with me through WhatsApp and I will let you know how to do that. So kisses from London. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.